So we should see some remainders in these. Maybe, maybe not. But since it wants a remainder, again, you'd be filling in two boxes, whether there is one or not. If there's no remaining, zero remaining, then of course that remainder is zero. So let's use some long division on this stuff. So yeah, we got our dividend and we got our divisor. I'll set this up. 8,882. And we are dividing this by 6. Okay. Oh, I should make that color coded. There's the 6. All right, and I'm going to show my multiplication tables of 6 all the way up to 9 here on the right. And we should have these memorized. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. That's the fifth one. 36 is 6. 42 is 7. 48 is 8. And then 54 is the ninth multiple. Okay, so I've got a good list here, and again, that just may be in your mind because you have the 6 multiplication tables memorized, and that's good too. So I would start here in the ones place value, and I'm not going to cover these ones up here, partially because I'm just having trouble with the technical issues of just moving the stupid box. But in any case, we have to put these out of our mind and just focus on this individual place value, the one farthest left. And again, we are in the thousands place value. Hopefully that's okay. So I'd say, okay, 6 and 8, right? How many times does this purple 6 go into this red 8? Well, 8 is between 6 and 12, right? So I would have to know, again, you'd go to the lower of the two values, which is just the 6. That's my first multiple. All right, so again, if you took 8,000 and split it up amongst 6, each of them would get 1. So you've just used up, you just took out 6 of the thousands from the 8,000. And so how many are you left with? Again, this would technically be a remainder. It's not the final remainder because we know we can split up 2,000 amongst 6 as well. But continuing to the right here, the next place value is the hundreds. That's the 8 there, another 8. And again, I'm just focusing on the 6 and the 28. How many times does 6 go into this 28 right here? Well, I can go to my multiplication table, the chart that I have set up over here. It's 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. 20 is just below 30, so I'd have to go to the previous multiple. That's 24. That is 1, 2, 3. That's my fourth multiple there. So that's my fourth multiple. So I put a 4 as my quotient. So then I find the product of 4 and 6, right? That's how much was used up of that 28. And so 6 times 4, there's 24. I just pretty much looked at my multiplication table over here, the chart. I got that 24 right there. So I'm subtracting 24 from 28, and that's how many hundreds are left over. There's just 4 hundreds left over. Let me extend this bar. Hopefully that kind of helps us to keep organized. Well, now, the 4 is not big enough, so I got to drop the 8 from the tens place value. So I now treat this as 48. Well, it's nice. 48 is one of the multiples. I can find it right there in the chart. And which multiple is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the 8th multiple. So that's my quotient here. And 6 times 8, that's exactly 48 right there. So I'm going to take that out of the 48, and I would have 0 remaining. Let's extend this line. And so I'd be looking to drop the 2 right here. I don't really need the 0 to hold that place value there. And this is where things get a little interesting for us because, well, I don't have any other place values to borrow with for the 2 in the ones place value. I mean, once you start dealing with decimals, you can, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'd say, well, 6 doesn't go into 2, right? Now, that means that 2 is what we're going to have remaining. But it also means in the ones place value, the 6 won't go into the 2, so I have to put a 0 to hold that place value. Otherwise, that final quotient is just going to read as 148. But it's not 148, it's 1,480. But this one has a remainder of 2. So again, on the homework, you'd say All right, you got your quotient, 1,480. You type that into the 1 box for the quotient, and then in the remainder, you're just going to put the 2. So you can take 8,882 and split it up into 6 groups equally. That'd be 1,480, but if you did, you'd have a remainder of 2 of whatever it is that you're splitting up.